So for someone who also has this kind of ambition you have for the next 5 or 10 years, what measures would you say the person should put in place?
You have to start creating connections.
Okay.
Right? People put people on.
Okay.
Whatever you do, you need people to survive. Your education, your degree is very, very important.
Okay.
But you need to get a skill or a side hustle. Right? A lot of people have degrees. What makes you different from those people? The skill you have.
As a creative, what's your take on value creation?
So before anything becomes valuable, someone has to add it to it. You can also master your craft.
Okay.
People are looking for the best. They are looking for quality.
Exposure, money. Which one will you go for?
Exposure can bring you money.
You think this work that we do, or this work you are doing, is sustainable?
Surprisingly, someone has asked me this before. AI is taking over our works.
Okay.
And I've actually seen some websites, designs. We have some AIs that are really generating websites from scratch. Codings
that's
and stuff. Yes.
Most people build businesses to make money. Just a few of us build businesses to make meaning. And today's guest sees that intersection. So it will be more of a casual conversation, nothing planned, it's spontaneous. Have you always had something for design or the creative space? Have you always had something for it, or you picked it along the way? How did it start for you?
Okay. Honestly, design wasn't something I was really thinking about growing up.
Oh.
It came along as I was growing up, as I wanted to continue my education. So I went to do one or two. I went to work at a printing shop.
Okay.
Way back 2017, even before I started university. And that was where everything started. I walked in, I saw a guy doing a design. It was a cool store design. And I instantly realized, no, this is something I should know or I should learn before I even complete everything I'm coming to do here. So that was where everything started. And along the way, I tried to perfect it, and I've come this far.
Wow. So how would you describe the journey so far? How would you say it's been like?
Well, it has actually been mixed. There are lots of positives, there are lots of negatives. There are obviously good times and bad times. I would say there has been more good times compared to the bad times, but I can't also rule out the bad times. So I would say it's a mixed something.
When you developed the love for this thing, what was your approach to it? Like, how did it all start for you?
Okay, so initially it was just the love of it. I saw the beauty of design because the guy's artwork was really, really nice. Wow. It really caught me. So it was just the beauty. And eventually I realized I could make money from it. Okay. I could sell the skill to other people who actually need it, and I could make money from it. So right from there, I got admission to your school. And from there I went to Republic Hall. I joined the editorial board.
Okay.
We had one or two designs. I wasn't really getting paid. I didn't really mind because it was a learning process for me. Okay. But then there was this guy from the team who was really, really good too. And he was giving the mandate to do the certificates for the whole administration. And he passed it on to me to do it. And there was money attached to it. So I said, okay, I'll do it. I did it, and that was the first time I actually got paid from doing like a professional work, I would say. Okay. The others, it wasn't really like a good pay. They would just tip you something. But for that, he actually paid. And that was when I realized, no, I need to make something use of it. I need to master the skill, then sell it out. And that has actually been the motive till now. That's what pushed me to go into it deeper and master it. So I was able to get it very well.
So prior to that, it's always been just passion.
Yes, it was just skill. I was just doing it for the beauty's sake. I mean, I see artworks outside. I'll come, try to memorize it, try to replicate the same design.
Okay.
And just for the fun of it, not necessarily to make something out of it, because design wasn't something I was really, really looking at.
But what pushed you to join the editorial board, if I may ask?
So the inspiration. When I went there, Repo was doing a lot of designs. There was this Pepsodent event. They did a Pepsodent event. The designs was really, 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 really nice. I don't know who did that, but it was really nice. So I wanted to be part of a team that would be doing those designs, that would push like an event through artworks and designs.
Okay.
And I asked about it. They said you have to be part of this board before you. So I contacted them. Then they added me to the board, and it was really good. I learned a lot from the committee actually.
From the editorial board, what was the first, let me say, work that you got that?
Okay, so right from the editorial board thing, I transformed, I would say, to the faculties. So in my faculty, there was this guy who was running for a president, and he was looking for someone to do his designs for him. And I knew he wanted to use the person. And I fell for it actually, but at the end he gave me something. But that was an opportunity for me to capture the markets, capture our faculty markets. I did that for him and he won. So it was a good thing. And automatically he gave me the faculty's designs. I had to do all the designs, and that was actually like a contract something. That was my first paperwork contract that we did. So it worked. It actually helped to doing it for free, and later on getting a contract and something from it was good. And then, I mean, they all started coming, colleges, faculties, associations and stuff. So yeah, it was a transition from the hall to faculty, and it kicked off from there.
Okay, so you talked about free work. Do you think you do free works?
Well, not really, but it depends on the person.
Okay.
But not really. I would say if I know you very well, if I know that we started from somewhere, you are someone I've actually been working with for a while, and you need help, and I realize maybe it's not like a big deal. It's not like a big contract that demands more. I mean, why not? 1 or 2 designs is not something too big. But generally, I will not do it for free. Generally, I will not do it for free. So it depends on the person and the situation.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
But to the person who is starting up, what would you say?
Well, we use, there's a saying in Chi, I will translate it to English.
Okay.
Right. So you use one meat to catch another meat.
Okay.
So you have to look around you. If you think giving out 1 or 2 artworks would bring you more later, I would say take the risk. If you think it will not, don't try. I mean, you can't trust people like that. If you think giving out artworks for people would in turn give you something bigger, then maybe you can go for it. You can take the risk and do that. But if you think it will not, don't, just take your money, then that's all.
I see. So, if not design, what else?
Well, apart from design is not something I have a degree in. So I would just follow what I have a degree in, which is agribusiness. Either the business world itself or agriculture itself. So, I mean, I could start up something in agric. I could go into the corporate world, the business thing, or any of them. I could branch into that. But now, well, I would probably start thinking about that. But yeah, if not for design, I'll probably go into agric or the business itself, the corporate world.
So would you advise other creatives or anybody who wants to start up to also get a degree? You think that's important?
Education is very important.
But you don't get education just from school. You can be home and still educate yourself.
If you have any other means to get education, just do it and get it. But along the way, I've always been telling the people I've been teaching, your education, your degree is very, very important.
Okay.
But you need to get a skill or a side hustle. Because our part of the world, education it's so, I would not say common, but that's the only word that I'm thinking of now. That almost everyone has it. Right? A lot of people have degrees. What makes you different from those people? The skill you have or something extra. So it can be your communication skill, it can be any other skill.
Okay.
That would make you have the edge over others. So you can go to school, you have to go to school actually. You have to, but make sure you have something else, a skill or a side business or any other thing apart from the school. Get your degree, you can transfer the knowledge you've gotten from the degree into your business.
Okay.
Then you are off like that.
But do you think the school teaches how to do business? Do you think so?
Well, I don't know.
But you have a degree now. So would you say the school taught you how to do business? Well, you learned. How did you learn how to take your whole thing as a business?
For my business, it was through experience and some help from other people. It wasn't the school. I will be honest with that. But there are also some people who have benefited from schooling through that business and stuff. But I would also say that, as much as you are getting the opportunity, you are getting the knowledge from your lecturers or whoever, you also have to do research on yourself in business and in your skill so that you can push your business. For education, most of them, they don't really teach how to manage a business. They just teach you the theory, the practicals. You have to do it on your own. Okay. So you can learn the theory and then apply it in your business. Or get an experienced person to ask questions, know more about what you are doing. Then you can get help from there.
But I think you starting up is very key that you also get a mentor.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. Yes, you need a mentor. And for me, I didn't really have like a particular person. Okay. I was more into works than the actual person. Okay. The works actually inspired me to do more, not the person. Because people are some way you can actually follow one person and the next day he's not like how he used to be. Okay. You can have one ideology, push that ideology, and the next day he's talking about something different. So there was this guy, Future, but his future is without an E. Okay. He's very, very good. I think he's an American. I used to listen to him, how to talk to clients, how to approach people when you are pricing. How to present your works.
He wears caps more times. Yes. I listened to him.
Yes, I used to listen to him a lot. And he kind of shaped the way I saw graphics. Okay. He was more into the business side, how to approach it as a business, and that actually helped me in approaching my brand as a business. Okay. So you can get an inspiration from some of these people to help you push your brand.
That's nice. What's your take on value creation as a creative? What's your take on value creation?
So before anything becomes valuable, someone has to add it to it. Okay, before anything else, you have to add value to it to be able to get the price you want. So imagine you are setting up a business and you don't have any graphics to show your business or to show what you do, your service or anything. Adding graphics to it is a value addition. And who does that? A graphic designer. So know that as a graphic designer, you put value on people's ideas to be able to generate money, one, for yourself and for that person when the person sells the services or the products he or she is selling. So it's very, very important. As a creative, I think the most important thing you should actually think about is adding value to other people's raw ideas to generate money, one, for yourself and for the other person. That's the ultimate.
I see. So, exposure, money, which one will you go for?
Well, exposure can bring you money. I think when you're too exposed, people notice you, you'll be patronized a lot, then you can charge. So I would go for exposure, which would in turn bring me money.
What if it doesn't?
I know it will.
What if you take the risk and it doesn't bring back the money? Then you have to come and start from zero up.
I mean, it's not bad starting from scratch, but yes,
You might not have the
the time.
leverage of the time to.
Okay, so I would just take an inspiration from any of the footballers.
Okay.
When they are starting, most of them, they perfect the skill. They perfect, the skill that they have. And going forward, they play for big clubs. They get big transfers, new signings, all of that. The skill is pushing them there, the exposure. And that is bringing the money to them. Okay. If you have this exposure, there will be a time you'd even be very tired or fading a bit. But because you are too exposed, people know you, know your works and stuff, they will still be coming, bringing you works, then the money will still be coming. If you are more focused on the money and not the work, you might end up not giving the value you are supposed to give. And that would affect the money that's coming to you. So if you're a business, you have a graphic designer who is not giving you what you want, you will definitely not go on with the person. But you didn't really mind paying for the value he is bringing to you. So if you focus on the exposure or the value you are giving to the person, it would in turn bring you money. It always does. It always does.
So you would always choose exposure over money.
I don't want to put it bluntly like that, but yes, I'd go for exposure. It would bring me money.
But with the exposure and then the money thing, don't you think it depends on which part of your career you are in?
Yes, when you are starting as a creative, as I said, if you know that forgoing or giving people your value or your time would in turn bring you an additional money or whatever, you can go for it. If he will not give you anything in return, you don't need to do that. Get your money that instant and then you move on.
Have you had any experiences on that?
Yeah. I've had experiences where I've had an encounter where the clients would actually tell you, oh, I'll bring a lot of works, I'll do this, I'll do that. But the type of work you are doing for him right now doesn't call for any other work. I'll just do the work, I'll take the money, and you'll not hear from the person again. Even if he gets another project, he will take it to another person.
Wow.
So when you realize something like that, I think you can just take the money and then you let the person go. But there are instances where you know that this person is coming with a lot of projects. So from the start, as I said, you can let go of some artworks so that you can gain the person's trust. You can get the person will definitely come back. Then that's where the money is. Mostly, it's not the first project. Mostly, I'm not saying entirely. Mostly, it's not the first project.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's the subsequent ones that brings in the money. So if you're able to identify such projects, I think you can actually make a lot of money from it.
Putting yourself as a brand, or let's say your business, let's project, say 5 years from now, right? Okay, before that, do you think this work that we do or this work you are doing is sustainable?
Surprisingly, someone has asked me this before. I was teaching them, a student.
Okay.
He told me AI is taking over our works.
Okay.
And I've actually seen some websites, designs. We have some AIs that are really generating websites from scratch. Codings and stuff. Yes. Yeah, I know. And I told him, yes, it might. The rate at which AI is taking over a lot of things is very, very high. I will not turn a blind eye on that. It's very, very high. But whilst you are in it, you have to make use of it. Whilst you have the opportunity to do it, you have to make sure you utilize everything in the graphic design industry. Okay, so for now, I think that if you have the opportunity to work on other people's projects. No, AI is not, it hasn't taken over anything yet. Now you have the opportunity. So make use of it.
How much more time do you think we have?
Even if it's 1 minute, make use of it. Even if it's 1 minute, just do it until it happens.
Okay.
You have no excuse, like we were talking before. We don't have any excuse now. So we have errors. This is our error. Make use of it. You can get the money, invest in something else, something different that will also bring in the money. Now it's a money making something. Get it, invest in something different.
Invest in something different. Projecting your business into the next 5 years, how do you see it? When we talk about your business in the next 5 years, what should we be talking about?
Well, I have a lot going on at the moment, both business and personal. Now, I think I'm switching more to my personal brand. My business is still there; it's active, working, all that. I would want to. So I've actually been in an office before. I had an office space and all that. Things didn't really go well, so I had to switch back. But we are in 2025. So 2030, I would want to see my business out there international, even though it's going gradually. I still want to see it penetrate the international markets, get different branches, offices, and stuff. That's actually my goal for my business. Then I'll probably also work on my personal brand, which would actually start very soon.
Oh, so for someone who also has this kind of ambition you have for the next 5 or 10 years, what measures would you say the person should put in place?
Okay, so I said earlier, you have to start creating connections.
Okay.
Right? People put people on.
Okay.
Whatever you do, you need people to survive. You have to start creating connections. You have to start breaking bounds, associate yourself with people to create that bond with people you think or could help you achieve that. That's one. Two, you can also master your crafts.
Okay.
People are looking for the best. They are looking for quality. No matter the relationship you have with the person, if you are not giving him the quality he wants, he will choose someone else over you. So in as much as you are creating the relationships and the bonds and stuff, you also have to invest in your crafts. Make sure you are providing the quality that a lot of people would be going for and would be ready to pay. Then I think it would all fall into place. And you have to take it one step at a time.
Okay.
You don't have to put everything, into one and then try to achieve all of them at once. Make sure you do one before you go to the next. There's a lot I could say about it, but I can't be putting out my plans out there. Yes.
Oh, but yeah, just trying to advise someone who probably
yes. I think this is okay.
You think this is okay for the person to be sustained for
you
the next 5 years?
You can DM me. I'll give you full consultation. Yes. Yeah.
I see. So, K Designs, right?
Yes.
When will you say it's all time for you? Because I believe you didn't start working as a graphic designer with the mentality of taking it as a business. You understand? So at what point did that turn for you?
Okay. So there was a point I realized people look for two different things. One, they look for someone, some of them look for an individual person that can work with them.
Okay.
Some companies or businesses also look at agencies that can take charge of their social media, their graphics, everything about their marketing or advertisements. Right? And I was actually meeting some of these brands, and it was quite unfortunate that they weren't really buying into this individualistic thing.
Okay.
You do the designs for them, then you would have to go get someone to do posting, get someone to do video stuff. It was exhausting for them, for some of them. So that was when I realized I need to set up a team to get all these people on board. If it's just a graphic design, there's a designer in there, the person can take it. If it's just videography, photography, one person can do it. If it's a collective something, I have everybody on board.
Okay.
You would do everything for the person. So it would be like a subscription, something you would pay, would do everything for you, graphics, videos, everything. And I mean, and it was really, really good for them because it took away the burden that they should go look for someone to do this. They should go do, so they can just contact you, ask for maybe an insight of the page, ask for this, do this for us, and the whole team is just managing it. And it was way, way easier. So I realized it and I figured I need to start setting up a team to take care of all these needs. And I mean, it also paid well compared to getting like a single project for someone. Okay. If someone is doing a graphic, just a flyer, I mean, the price would be totally different from people doing like an entire marketing or advertisement, something for a brand. So, I mean, I weighed everything. I realized maybe I should just start setting up a team, then push it as a business and see and get those people to patronize us and also get the single ones too for ourselves.
What has been the most difficult projects you've worked on?
Wow, you're making me think real back. The most difficult. Okay, so I will relate the most difficult to the most time consuming.
Okay.
For me, I spent more time on 2 projects. One was Thrive UK. It was a UK based business. I took the entire night to do it. It was both graphics and motions. And at the time, I wasn't really, really into the motions. I was just a beginner, I would say, in the motion graphics. So I had to learn new stuffs to add to the motion graphics and do it. It took me a very long time. And the second one was the Republic Hall. That didn't come off. It took a long time. We had to do a lot of meetings and stuff. And then during the project itself, I had to spend the entire night doing. There were a lot of 3Ds in it.
Okay.
I had to do 3D videos too. So it was really time consuming. So if I'm adding time consuming to the most difficult, I'll pick the 2. I mean, yes. And every project is not easy.
I see. Is it contracts or relationships for you?
You're actually putting me on the spot.
I have to.
I would answer it the way I answered the first one. If you have relationships, the contracts will come.
Okay.
I believe so. Because I've had relationships with a lot of people. Recently, I can't mention her name. She's a queen mother. I've had a relationship with her for over a year, a little over a year. And for the past few months, maybe 6-7 months, I've not heard from her. And recently she came to text me to start working on some projects. So if it was just a contract, I mean, it would have been exhausted by now. We'd have just broke away. There will not be any contracts or any binding thing between us. But it was relationship. I started off with a relationship with her. And now if she needs anything, graphics, she would contact me. And it cuts across almost all the clients I've actually worked with. I start with relationship, then it graduates into contracts.
Wow. So you would pick relationships over contracts?
I don't want to pick any side, but yes, if I'm to choose genuinely, I would pick relationships and it would in turn bring me contracts.
Wow.
From these same people.
This is strange. I don't normally hear this. So talking about that, speaking relationships over contracts. Have you had some difficult clients?
Oh yes. Well, it depends on the relationship you have with the person and the type of projects you are working on. And I would say this on record, if a project is not worth fighting for, don't force it.
But don't you think if you had written contracts on those projects, it would have saved you a lot of time?
Oh yes, there are some I put, even if you have relationships, I'll put contracts on it. Most of them.
Okay.
Not all of them. Okay, but most of them. I would start with relationships with you. I think we were talking about that before we started. I would have the relationship with you, but we are definitely going into contract if I know that this project is above the normal projects we normally used to do. So if it's a monthly thing, we are putting contract on it. If it's a bulk project, we are putting contract on it. Anything above normal, regular artworks, you are putting contract on it, no matter the relationship I have with you. But the relationship is very important. You need to build the relationship. The reason I'm saying that is when you build the relationship, if it takes 10, 15, 20 years, the person still remembers you.
Okay.
The referrals are coming through these same people, right?
Okay.
If it's a one-off thing, I mean, they're done with you. What else? They will just pay you, they go. But I'll be honest, most of my works are coming from referrals. And these are the same people I have a solid relationship with.
Okay.
So, I mean, yes, the contracts, they are very, very important. I will not forget any contracts when we are going beyond our normal stuff.
Okay.
But the relationship too is very important.
I see. How hard was it for you putting up a team?
It was very, very hard. I'll be honest, very, very hard. If I had to switch like 3 to 4 times one position, I've had 3 secretaries, I think 3, yes. I've had 2 social media personnels. I've had only 1 photographer actually.
And you still work with him?
No, we are not working anymore.
Okay.
And I've had 2 graphic designers aside myself. Okay, 1 I'm still working with, but the other I'm no more working with. So, I mean, getting a team is a different thing. Keeping them too is a different thing. And that's, I think, one of the most difficult things in every business.
So what's one thing you would say they were all not having for you that made you part ways with them?
Oh, most of the time, most of them, they weren't really like, they were fed up or something. It was a mutual agreement. Some were traveling, some had genuine concerns. So, I mean, I had to let them go. One was traveling to one country. I don't want to mention the country. She was a female, the social media personnel. She was a female. So, I mean, I can't tell her to stop traveling just because of my work. So, yeah. And then the others, I've actually forgotten some of the reasons, but they were genuine.
Okay. So it was on a good term?
Yeah. I still talk to them.
Okay.
I still talk to them. One sales lady, I still talk to them.
You've not had any rough runs?
No. No. I mean, for work, obviously there will be arguments just because you want the work to be done very well. But apart from that, outside work, we don't have any... No. I don't do that. I'll settle that even before the next project. I don't do that.
What does loyalty mean to you?
It means everything, not just to me. In every business, loyalty is everything. If you get an employee or someone you work with and the person is not loyal to you, I mean, the whole idea of the business comes down. Trust is broken. The enthusiasm for the work is not there. Loyalty is everything. If you get a loyal employee or partner, it's way more than anything money can buy. I think. Yes.
I see. So to the person who is watching us right now, who is planning of putting up a team because probably their work is becoming more tedious, more time consuming, it's training them on all of that. How do you say you go about picking your team members?
Okay, so first, I think you should have the means to even think of getting someone on board.
When you talk about means, what do you mean?
I mean, I don't want to go into specifics, but your income should be okay to get a different person on board to help you out.
Don't you think sometimes getting people on board is not all about the money?
Oh, yes. People, and in our part of the world, people get discouraged easily. Imagine you always under the sun doing shoots for people, going about a project for someone you are so loyal to, and the person is not appreciating anything, not even a thank you or anything. Okay, let's not even talk about money. Not any appreciation from the person is coming to you. And I mean, you see the person showing off a bit the person is comfortable, how would you feel?
But I think if you put someone on the team or you work with someone and the works are coming, in that sense, it becomes different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the sense when the person comes and
There's no work.
there are no works coming for
So
them.
that's why I said you should be able to, you should have the means. If you know that there's a lot of works coming to you and you need hands, the works are bringing money. So the means is there. You are getting the means. So you need extra hands to help you out, be able to work on it, get the money, and probably pay the person.
Would you believe in a one man army, or you go for an actual army?
Well, I'll go for an actual army. One man army is very difficult. It's possible, but it's very, very difficult. Very, very, very difficult.
So in that sense, when businesses are not coming or when works are not coming, don't you believe it could probably be either your marketing
Yes.
or probably your PR
Yes.
or whatever? So bringing people who are more skilled in these aspects will also help you to scale your business. Don't you think so?
Okay, so just imagine it this way. You want to employ a marketing manager.
Okay.
Your marketing is not up there. You want to employ a marketing manager. There are two ways to go about it. You either go by commission or salary.
Okay.
Right? If the person comes in with any project, you give the person a commission. That is fair. If it's salary, whether the person brings a project or not, you're supposed to pay the person. If you are not getting the project, how would you pay the person?
Okay.
So I think if you really want to go out, get people on board, you have to be comfortable yourself. You have to get the means. So the marketing aspect, it could either be the salary or the commission that I'm talking about. If it's commission, I think it's a very good thing. But in Ghana, most people don't like commission works. So if you go for the salary, you have to make sure your marketing manager is bringing the projects so that you can pay him or the other people. There are some that are not attached with money. A secretary, for instance, you don't expect a secretary to go bring projects.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the means, how would you pay that? So I think that's why most businesses are not really performing like they should perform. They are employing people that they cannot really pay. And that's another reason Ghana's salary, we're actually going into different things. Ghana's salary range is very low.
Okay.
It's very low. But you have to get the means. You should have the means to pay people. And then you look for the loyalty. Look for people who would selflessly kill themselves for the job, which is very, very difficult.
That's why it becomes difficult.
Yes, very difficult. Because even if the person would do it selflessly, he or she also has his own dreams that he wants to fulfill. So going forward, he would want to branch into what he's more comfortable with or what he wants to start up or something. And getting someone to replace him is another thing on its own. So, it goes a long way. You should get loyalty. You should look out for loyalty and teamwork. Someone who can also work within a team. People are very individualistic.
Yeah.
So you have to look at teamwork. In fact, you have to look at a lot of things before you can bring. Even if you're able to get all these people, make sure they coordinate very well. Okay. Because there are some people who are very some way. So we have to make sure we are all on the same page. We talk to each other. There's no fights, unnecessary fights, all of that. And you, the manager, have to do that.
Who is your longest serving team member, and what would you say has kept them for that long?
I would give you your flowers, Nicholas. Nicholas has actually been with me it's close to 2 years. Unfortunately, now we are not working anymore. He got an opportunity somewhere, as I said, and replacing him it has been very, very difficult. He was the social media manager.
Okay.
He managed all my clients' social media platforms, including my own brand. And he was very loyal. He didn't really complain much. I would take him to a lot of places. Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas, thank you so much. So Nicholas has really, really helped me throughout the years. It got to a time he was the only person I was working with. He did secretary job, he did social media stuff, he did almost everything. He was creating content for us, planning, all of that. He has really, really done well.
What would you say to someone who is down at the moment? Nothing seems to be going for the person. Probably they've tried so many things, right? But nothing seems to be going on. What would you say to such a person?
In the creative world,
space, yes, in the creative space and general, so anything like that.
I mean, this is like an advice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in every creative's life, there's a situation where you peak when it comes to getting projects, and also in your elements, like you really peak. There are also times where you just be down, you'll be slow a bit. So I would say you should do what makes you happy. I mean, mostly when I'm not really in the elements to do the design, I just relax, I watch some movies, play some games, do something that's not related to graphics at all, so that I release some stress or something. If it's solely related to creatives, I would say you should take a break from creatives, from designs totally. Try to do something different to refresh your mind, and then you can get back to it. If it's about you being discouraged, I mean, that's a different thing. You should also look at what encouraged you in the first place to start the designs. Go back to that and then try to revive your courage. I mean, unless I'm missing something in the question.
How do you pick up yourself when you seem down? How do you pick up yourself?
I don't know how different this is from the first question.
I want it to be personal now.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to be sharing my personal stuff? Okay, so I would say that as I said, I just move away from everything I'm doing. Okay, there was some period I would go for some holidays. Then now when you are going for holidays, they will say you have money, but mostly it's not really about money. It's about your mental stuff. We are not serious about our mental health in this part of the world. We are not really serious about it, and it's very, very concerning. So I'll just move away, maybe go to a different region, go relax a bit, and then by the time I get back, I remember in 2021, 22, I think, I went to Winneba for some short break, and at the time there was a club. I will not mention any club. There was a club I was working with at the time, and they had invited one of the biggest artists. I don't know if I should mention him.
That's fine.
Yes. So they called me, the manager called me and told me I should just come, and he didn't know I was out of the town. He called me that I should come. There's a project that's coming. It's a very big project, and I had to cut everything short. In fact, he didn't know I was doing that because I was so stressed with works and stuff. So I told him, and he was like, "No, this is very important. We need you to be here." And I had to cut everything and come. So if there's a continuous something, okay, you are doing a lot of projects at the same time, it's getting into you, you are being stressed, all of that, I'll just say halt everything. No matter the project, just halt it. Because if you go mad, they'll go to another client, they'll go to another designer actually. So just halt everything, relax, make sure you are in a good shape mentally, physically, every aspect of your life before you come back, and try to communicate with your clients so they understand you, and possibly not run away. They will just stay. Then also later you can work with them.
Okay. Do you ever get creative blocks?
Oh yeah, I mean, yes.
How do you deal with creative blocks when they come?
So if I'm finding it difficult to come up with something, an idea, I just try to watch something not related. I like football.
Okay.
Watch something that's not related to graphics. If it's within the same graphics thing, I would watch other people's idea, okay, to get inspirations, to also have new concepts. And later when I'm okay, I'll just apply it to the work. Because a guy told me that there's no new design. You get concept from other people designs, then you add your own small
Still like
design
an
to them.
artist.
Yes. So I mean, when I get a block, I just pause, do something, watch something that would documentaries too. I like to watch documentaries, watch football, other stuff, so that I'll be calm. And then later I'll get back into it.
Great. How do you manage to keep a healthy eye? I mean, you're a designer. You use the laptops for longer hours and all of that. How do you manage to keep a healthy eyes?
You know, I've actually changed my lens about three or four times in the past 2 years.
Okay.
I'm always behind my screen, and it's something that's really affecting me. I visit the doctor. I have my mom and I have a personal eye doctor that we normally visit. We normally go for regular checkups, and he gives us some medications. I don't know what else I should be doing, but I don't take some stuff because of my eye. So that should tell you how serious it is. And I try not to work in the dark. I used to do that very, very much. I used to work in the dark very much. Now I try not to do it. So I'll just turn every light available on to reduce the rays and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's actually very necessary.
Yeah. Yes.
I think most of the creatives, they love the blue lights.
yes.
Yes, the blue lights are nice, but they are affecting your eyes.
Yes, I used to have that too. I had the blue, red. It would just be blinking like that. No, I changed all of that.
I read somewhere that your eyes is the best lens you have.
Yes.
Not even your camera lens can come close to your eye.
Yes.
So you have to take good care of it because that's what you have. If you lose it today, you lose whatever means of survival you have.
Yes.
So wrapping up. What's your last words to anybody who is watching us? What last words do you have to tell anybody who is watching us?
Okay, so I'll say two things. Two things are actually coming to my mind right now. The first thing is, if you're a student and you want to do something different, try learning a skill.
Okay.
Try doing something different from just the studies. Okay. You might end up monetizing that skill than, thinking of going into the corporate world and not really earning anything for yourself. So try to get a skill in addition to what you're doing right now. Even if you're not a student and you're doing something different, get another skill and try to master it, try to monetize it. You get something from it. It's an experience, actually. The second thing is for the graphic designers who are starting. When you are starting, it's not easy. We've all been there. You can do an artwork, you get very bad comments on it. You can actually dump your spirits. You'd be tempted to just give up there. But I mean, you don't just start something and it blows up automatically. You have to work towards it. Make sure you take the criticisms, work on it, try to maintain whatever quality you want to give out to clients. Okay, search about people, look for inspirations, listen to people's journey for motivations and all that. And as they normally say, eventually you get there. It's not just a saying. You eventually get there. But then starting is very, very difficult. I will not just go about saying it's not difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. But you need to be consistent. You need to just make sure you don't lose guard, then keep the focus, your inspiration and everything, and you eventually get there.
Okay. So there's this one thing that I ask everybody who comes here. Imagine your life as a movie or a film. What would you title it as?
Okay, so this is something I've never ever thought about in my entire life. Okay, I would say faith. Yes, faith. You know, a lot of people, I have this friend who didn't really believe I could do this to this point.
Okay.
So there was a time he was telling me that I have really, really done well. In fact, when he was looking at me, he thought I'll just give up on the way and get something else to do. But me, I believed I could do this, I could push and get to somewhere. So maybe faith can match it a bit. I had faith that this would eventually pay off. If not like how big I'm imagining, at least I would get to a point where I would be okay and not really complain or depend on something or someone. So, I mean, I had faith, and then too, I can just call the movie Faith. And I think I should actually start working on something like that.
Yeah, it will be a nice one.
Yes, this is something I've never thought of. I'll do that.
To this point of the conversation, if it was insightful for you and you think you took you took one or two from it, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, and let's grow together as a family. I'm out.